one player, two player, put controller in, and they turn the power button on and say, power on.
I don't remember what sparked this whole turn initially. Because I know we talking about the guy who was reviewing porno, but I know
that was it. Yeah,
it was prompted by you saying something before that.
I don't remember. That's a good question. I do know we went on a hell of a fucking rant. Not rant, tangent. But yeah, porn actors and porn actors are human beings. Treat them like such. Treat them with respect. Treat them with love. They deserve it. They haven't done anything to you. Stop being a dick about it. And don't ever, ever, ever use religion as an excuse to treat somebody like shit. Jesus and the Bible were pretty explicitly clear that you're not supposed to do that. So don't.
I mean, there's also the iconic, like 2 Mario pornos that Nintendo like legally owns.
Yeah, they own it, so nobody can redistribute it.
So they couldn't produce it.
So they bought it and they own it so that no more Super Mario pornos could legally be made.
But it's surfaced.
They literally took advantage.
You can watch the part. I don't know if you can watch the part where they fuck, but you can watch all the parts where they don't fuck. That's on awesome. YouTube right now. Awesome. Like the best part of porno, which is all the very amazing acting.
Hey, acting. That horse stealing our lemons. Those damn lemon tree whores.
Exactly.
That one's my favorite. It's got a really shitty guy in it, but yeah.
I really.
Did you know that? Did you know about that?
Also, I didn't know about that, but also I'm like not shocked. There's
an immeasurable amount of really shitty dudes in porn. Anyway,
well, yeah,
guy,
I was going to say there's a lot of overlap with shitty people.
If my memory serves correctly, based on faces, I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize, but I'm probably not. That guy was Sasha Grey's boyfriend, and he got her into porn. And when she initially signed on to do porn, she signed on to only do it with him. So far, reasonable. That makes sense. Yeah. That's a very solid boundary, and it should be respected. But then he convinced her to get signed on to do other porn with other people, which is whatever, so long as it's consensual. But he made her sign contracts to do porn for things she wasn't comfortable doing. And then it was just a downward spiral from there. Thankfully, she broke the spiral, and she's doing very, very well now. But fuck that guy, is my overall consensus. Because he's a fucking dick. And he doesn't do porn anymore, because I believe he got blacklisted from the industry by most stars because of what he did to Sasha. Because essentially, she quit because of him. So he is the sole reason, to my knowledge, based on the information that I have. I don't actually know. Sasha Grey is more than welcome to come in and correct me, as she would be the best source of information regarding this. I would love to sit down and have her on the show. That'd be a fucking jam. From what I understand, he caused her to quit, and the studios didn't like that because she was the #1 porn star at one point. She was making them an absurd amount of money. And he caused her to quit. So they didn't like him. And they still don't. The point is if you're going to do porn, do it consensually. Don't let people manipulate you, and do it safely. I remember this dude. This dude pissed me off. He was way harder than I remember.
Oh! Still keeping on subject. Do you know there was an Alice in Wonderland porno back in like the 70s, I think, that they thought was like it was like a porn parody that they were, the people making it were so on board with like how funny it was that they basically edited it to basically remove the parts where they fuck so they could play it in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking what's it called?
I don't know. That's the thing. I just know that was a thing that happened.
Alice in Wonderland porno that released in theaters. Alice in Wonderland, an X-rated musical fantasy. It's 1976. Here we go. An X-rated musical comedy. The plot revolves around Alice, Christine DeBelle. Ooh, I know her.
Ooh!
A librarian who falls asleep reading the book Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and dreams of the White Rabbit, Larry Gelman, whom she follows into Wonderland, where she begins to experiment with her unexplored sexuality. Throughout a series of sexual encounters, Alice loses her sexual inhibitions and allows herself to become sexually liberated. The film is a soft-core erotic comedy with orchestrated musical numbers which move the plot forward and contribute to the film's humor. After premiering in a longer version, 3 minutes were edited from the film, and it was rated R by the MPAA and released theatrically by General National, a company formed by producers Jason Williams and William Osco, due to other distributors being unwilling to distribute a sex film. Obviously. The film grossed over $90 million at the box office. Osco later re-edited the film as hardcore, incorporating explicit sex that was not part of its original production in 2004. In 2004, Osco staged an off-Broadway stage adaptation of the musical.
It's kind
What?
of based, honestly.
Is this the movie in question that you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
After rejecting the advances of her boyfriend, William, mousy librarian Alice falls asleep reading Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The White Rabbit appears to her in a dream, and she follows him into Wonderland. Finding herself in a room too large to fit through the small door, Alice drinks a potion which causes her to shrink while her dress remains the same size, leaving her naked. While chasing the White Rabbit, she falls into a river and begins to drown, but is saved by a group of local inhabitants. After making friends with them, Alice is given a new, albeit very revealing dress, before setting off after the White Rabbit again. While walking through the woods, she begins to experiment with her sexuality by stripping naked and the White Rabbit happens upon her and tasks her to meet the Mad Hatter. Although initially uncomfortable when the Mad Hatter exposes himself to her, Alice performs. It really just goes fucking downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna read any more than this. In fact, Kyle, bleep out the 2 words, if you would. You know which words I'm talking about. That's wild that this exists. And that it made, what was it, $90 million at the box office? What was the budget? $350,000. It made its money back.
Yeah, I'm just saying every porno should basically just make sure they can cut around the fucking. They can release it theatrically.
Hold on, let me just see here. 90 million. That's how many zeros? I think it's that. Yeah, it's that. Divided by. No, yeah. Wait, hold on. Divided, fucking not zero. By 500,000. It made a 1,800. No, that's not true. That's not true. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. All right.
Slams microphone. I'm so fucking mad.
Million minus 500,000. That's how I get the stuff. It made an 89.5. You know, it made an 89. It made 89.5 million back. That is insane. That's impressive, dude.
Yeah.
What year was that? 1976? Inflation calculator. Hold on, we're gonna fucking figure this out.
We're gonna figure out how much this all was now. It was probably what it cost. It was probably the same amount as like an MCU movie, so.
1976, right? 1976.
Yeah.
riveting content, I know. Well, what month was it released in? June. We're just gonna be as accurate as possible. It was 90 million is what it made, right? No, the money it made back was 89,500,000. Okay, hold on. 89,500,000. Right? Yes. Okay. Let's just do right now, right? Which is December of 2024. Calculate.
Mm-hmm.
What do you fucking mean? Do I need to put commas? Is that what I need to do?
Probably.
It's not calculating it. Okay, so we're gonna go to a different website. See if we can fucking find it. Inflation calculator with US CPI data. Okay. Just fucking calculate it.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
so $100 in 2014 would be equivalent to $133.34 in 2024. All right, so we have that base, right? So we're gonna do, what is it? Did we walk away from the thing?
Oh, we might have. Well, damn, now even the footage isn't rolling. As we're trying to figure this out.
Holy shit. Just to give you an idea of how much money they made back. If they had made that movie today, and it had made the same amount, it would have been $496,518,945.52.